Hello everyone, in this video, let us take a look at this question from Marco on the community. And the question is interesting, and I thought I'll probably make a video on this because I'm always looking for these interesting questions. So the question is, how can I review changes made on the project level? And I'll probably explain the question here if I understand it correctly. Now, Marco is using advanced roadmaps, and in the advanced roadmaps, you have the option to basically work on the plan, do those changes, and then commit those changes to the project, which is wonderful because you have a place where you can create scenarios, or you can basically work on the plan, and only when you are satisfied with the plan, then you can commit your changes. Now, what Marco is asking, do we have a similar way to do it on the project? So the answer is no. When you're working with project or directly on the project or on the issues, any change that you do, like you change the due date or you update, let us say a version, whatever, those changes are done directly to the issue. Although you do have the issue history where you can see those changes, but it is not like where you do those changes and then you have the option to accept or reject those changes. What you can do, Marco, is just a suggestion. You can of course combine permission schemes, and better way of doing it would be to remove, let us say you want to restrict modification of certain fields, like let us say due date or version. So what you can do is you can remove those fields from the edit screen of your project, and then move those fields to a transition screen, and then create a transition screen where you have a workflow transition to display that screen with those fields. So imagine that you want only certain group of people to modify those fields. What you can do is you can create a global transition, or any transition basically. So if it is a global transition, you have that button on top to do something. When you click on the button, or when the user clicks on a button, if that user has access, first of all, only show that button or the transition to users with the right access, or maybe if they're part of a role, for example. And then if they are part of that role, they can click on the button, and then they can modify whatever they want, like let us say due date or version. I guess you want to restrict changes to due date, I guess. Changing dates, because dates are important. So only those people can change those dates, and then they can commit, or not commit, but they can click on the button. So on the project, you have to use these techniques to restrict the updates to the issue. And I thought I'll probably talk about this today. Simple, short video, but I think this can be useful if you're also wondering how to do it, how to restrict these things. If you're using an app, this question is of course on cloud. If you're using an app like ScriptNow for Jira on server, then you can use behaviors for restricting these things based on the role. But the short answer is that if you are doing any change on the issue itself, the changes are immediate. So it's not like you have a way to review those changes first. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about today in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.